Hello, everyone. Welcome to another one of our MintOps webinars. Here today is myself, Alex Ladin. I'm the CEO of MintOps, and together we have Ben Pirani, who is the Director of Operations for our marketing division, you are seen. As always, in our webinars, we do want it to be interactive, so please do ask as many questions as you would like within the Q&A section of the platform. This webinar is recorded as well, so you can go back and refer to it later on and also share it with colleagues if needed. The idea is to give you some basic understanding about marketing, digital marketing, and hopefully help your office attract more patients and the right kind of patients. I'm also going to be moderating. Most of the content will be delivered by Ben. I'm also traveling. That's why I don't have a fancy background. And I'm doing it from a restaurant. But primarily, Ben is going to deliver the content. I will pop in and out, asking questions and relaying things from the audience. But in general, we just want to help you be the best version of your clinic and be able to broadcast and communicate that to your patients. With that, I will be passing this to Ben, and he'll describe some of his experience and then dive into the content. And as always, I'll be popping in and out and sharing some of the questions that hopefully you would be asking. So Ben, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Ben. I'm a operation manager at the division of marketing. Uh, Happy to start the webinar finally because we requested lots to start a webinar and talk more about uh, what is marketing exactly and what we can do to just help your businesses grow. And as you know that as long as your business grow, we are also grow beside you. So let's do it. Okay, so as you all know, the title that we want to talk about it today is just a basic marketing for dental clinics, which is just helping you a lot on just add approximately 25K to your production. So let's go. The first and basic of the marketing or of the online visibility is Google right now. So as you know, right now we are stepping into AIs, but still people looking for the services in Google. So primarily as you can just rank your business on a Google higher so you get more visible. But how does that affect on your business? So the first one is that Google has, as all of us knowing that, so Google has a lot of pages based on the geographical place, show you the businesses, based on the keywords that you have in your website, based on many other criteria that Google shows your business. But the first and most important thing is that your business has to be shown in the page first. As what we have, 92% of patients click a page first result. Page two might as well be page 20. Yes and no, but we always recommending you to do anything you can do, and also we have to just helping you to bring you at the page first because it's helping your business a lot. And as much as your visibility is higher, you get more revenue, you get more patient, you get more booked patients. So that is the reason. The second point is visibility equal to revenue, as all of us know. For an average of 4 up clinic, living off page one can mean 200K plus in a lost production every year. So uh, that is really important to be page one. And also, you have to be careful. Page one in desktop size is not as same as the mobile size. So you always have to be careful that if that your marketing agencies, your marketing team telling you that okay, we are in the first page but you are in the first page of which screen. Are you in the talking about the desktop screen size? You're talking about a mobile screen size? It really depends. So you always have to be careful about these things. And another thing is that we always seen that some of the clients mentioning us, okay, we pay monthly $500 or a couple $1,000 for pay ad on Google, but still we are not in a page first. Yes, 100%. Because paying on the Google, it's not meaning that you just fill out that gap to be on the first page. Half of the researchers skip ads entirely. Without a strong organic placement, you still miss high trust clicks. So you should be really a bit careful. Do not invest all your money on a Google or on the Meta ad or on just one ad. These are all connected to each other. Uh, okay, as you can see here, so I just randomly on an incognito one, I just searched dental clinic near me, and as long as this go through the down ranking, so you lose the visitors and you lose your new patients. So you should be really careful. The first page is so important. Also, the higher ranking is more important. Okay, so this is all about that. I want to talk more about the Google because every industry and every nature of business find its own client, its own customer, its own patient based on that nature. For example, if you have a dealership, we not never, but 90% we do not recommending you to put all your money on Google or Google is more important. No, we always say that please just work on your social media also. It's really important what is the nature of your business, and that is the reason for dental clinics we usually recommending 90% we recommending you to work on Google, because the Google is the most important for this industry. There is some tips and tricks that is totally free. You can do it by your own, but it helps your business a lot. The first trick is that findability. Claim and optimize your Google business profile. When you have your own business, you have your own Google business profile for free. So use it as much as possible. Use 100% of this Google business profile. It's totally free for you to just fill out the all the fields here, fill out the services, make sure your hours are correct. If you're closed one day, exactly mention that we are closing today and just close on the overside. Add more photos. Better to be a realistic photos, not a stock photos, not a stock video. So we always recommending you to use 100% of your profile, because these are all totally free and all of you have time to work on it. So Garden Oaks Dental Center, dentist in Winnipeg. As you can see, the Google business profile of this dental clinic is really good. It still have some things to work on it, but so far this is really good. Let's go through one by one. So the name is correct. It has many reviews here, which is 5 star all of them. Located is correct. Area service, it has hours, phone number, product and services. It has appointment link, which is very important for you. Nowadays, people doesn't have time most of the time to calling you or emailing you to set an appointment. So having an appointment link is so important for you. And as you can see, it has post on Google business profile, which is that many businesses do not even think about that. And it's very important. It just attach all the profiles, all the social media profiles to this Google business profile. So that is really nice. That is awesome. So it has the appointment link, and also it's responding to the reviews, which is very important. A steady flow of fresh 5 star reviews signals relevance and can push you into the map pack, where up to 44% of clicks happen. So it's really important. Please make sure that after the treatments, you just at least suggest or recommend your patient, could you please give us a review? Anything, just be active on your Google business profile. Keep your name, address, and phone identical everywhere online. We see that lots of businesses, they do not use the same phone number or same name on a Google business account and same in website or same in the social media. Make sure once you start to writing your Google business, make sure your name and all your phone numbers or addresses everywhere should be same, because Google just tracking all of these small things and suggested to the people or the person who's looking for your business in your geographical place. So make sure these are all going to be same.
Just want to add something. So you mentioned that responding to reviews is very important, and you're right. There's a setting that will email you every time there's a new review. I recommend not deleting that email, waiting until you have some time, and then going to respond to that review, whether the review is good or bad. That is very important for anyone else who is reviewing your page, considering you as a professional. Um, the same thing for what Ben mentioned, um, the name and address and phone. I know a lot of people don't really look for themselves on Google, but you should do this, or at least the marketing company that works for you has to do that to see where else on the internet there's a mention of you. There are at least 25 fairly prominent sites in Canada that list medical professionals, and they can all have different information for name, address, and phone typically. It's either the phone or the website address or something that is wrong, and making sure that all of that is the same for name, address, and phone is actually very key to be listed properly. 100%. So just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for mentioning that. Another thing that I really like this Google business account is it's right Garden Oaks Dental Center, dentist in Winnipeg. Usually, in the geographical place that somebody looking for any businesses, if you just write your business account with a dash, this city, dentist in Winnipeg, dentist in Oakville, dentist in this city, it's gonna help your Google business profile a lot. That is a small trick, just have to mention you. Okay, so this is a really good Google business profile. I'm going to show you and okay, so I'm going to show you two different business profile, and we want to just go over the differentiation between these two. Garden Oaks Dental Center, dentist in Winnipeg, which is awesome. Another one is Dr. Zimmer Dentistry. I don't know, Dr. Zimmer, if you are here, I'm happy to help you for free. By the way, so Dr. Zimmer Dentistry, the photo is the stock photo, 624 dental. The name and the signage is totally different than the Google business profile. And as you can see, it's just 14 reviews, not really that much. It doesn't have any post. It doesn't have the appointment link. It doesn't have any Q&A. So the business description is, it doesn't have. Business description is very important. It's so important. It's like a meta link, but I will talk about it later. So it doesn't have Google Business Post, no services, no product. So by the way, so don't just keep your business Google Business profile as this. So, but on the other side, as you can see, the Garden Oaks Dental Center, it has 5 stars, photo libraries, 29 photos, which is really good. And action front and center, it has the website, call, appointment links, everything is active. And they are usually actively post on the Google Business profile, which is really good. It answered all the Q&A, social media is integrated, and accurate name, address, and phone number. So Work on your Google Business account. I want to mention again, Google Business account is totally free. So at least use it as much as possible. As much as possible. Okay, let's go through the next one. Okay, I want to talk a bit about website. Why website is important for your business or why you should have a website. Website is the infrastructure, is the base of any marketing in the future you wanted to add. If you wanted to work on SEO, search engine optimization, you need to have a website. If you wanted to go through the Google advertisement, you need to have a website. If you wanted to have online appointments, you need to have a website. So website is very important for your business. It's so important. But it's not gonna be that much expensive to pay 15,000, 10,000, or something like that for a website. The website, the most important thing of the website is a backend design, and picture is really nice. You always have to keep it online. You always have to keep it active, but the infrastructure, the backend of the website is more important. The first impression equal to trust. 76% of patients say a modern site makes them think the clinic is higher quality. And yes, so we are all have this experience. We go check the website. Oh, this website is nice. Let's go through this. Yeah, it's really important for you. And just imagine as a website a 24/7 patient generator for you. If you have an online make an online appointment setting on your website, you don't need to think about anything. People gonna come, they're gonna book an appointment, and that's done. In the future, you wanted to work on your Google ads, you always have your website is ready to just spend some money on a Google, and it's gonna be awesome. Converts Google searchers into booking. Add a sticky book online or call no bar and capture 25 to 30% more appointments request without paying extra ads. Exactly. Another thing is that your website doesn't need to be really epic or really modern or really be something like that. Even this website, Skyview Dental Clinic, I really like this website. So it's really minimal. But the point is that it's branded to the same color of their logo. So everything is branded with the same color. And that is so important for your website. Your website needs to be customized for your business, not just copy and paste a template and that's done. As you can see on this website, it has the real photos. If you go to the team members, you can see all the teams who's working there. It has approximately 15 pages, which is that it has all the contents, many contents in there. And in the future, if they wanted to start SEO, for them is really easy to start because this website has potential to go to the ranking, higher ranking, and work on the SEO and any other marketing they wanted to go through that. Also, if you wanted to go through flyer distribution, marketing, and just add a QR code on your flyer to just check our website, still you need a good website. You need a mobile friendly website. Nowadays, about 75% of visitors, they are using their phone, not just a desktop. So you have to be make sure your website is optimized on phone screen, which is so important for you. Usually, another thing that I wanted to mention is that the optimized website, the optimization rate of your website is very every 3 seconds showing website, it's minus 20% bounce rate. What is that meaning? That means that if a website shows in 3 seconds, the bounce rate, which is that the people who's coming to your website and back without doing anything, it's gonna reduce to 20%. So you get more visitors, you're gonna keep your visitors, and they're gonna check more your website, which is that 1 in 5 visitors who would stay on your just leave it up. So yeah, Alex, do you wanted to mention?
Yeah, I wanted to say a little bit about the website. I think of your website as an entry to your business, right? You want to have the sign. You want to have a door that's not too difficult to get through. You want to have, a smiling face to welcome you, or to welcome the patient. So think of your website as very similar to that. You want, as soon as they land on your site, you want it to load fast. You wanted to have information at a glance that would help them familiarize themselves with your clinic. So, for instance, in what Ben is showing here for Skyview, they have a picture of how their clinic looks like. So, when the patient actually comes in, hopefully the clinic actually looks like this in real life. And then, so this would be the entryway for people who are looking for you to your website. On the other hand, if you're looking at creating a lot of content on your website, relevant content, so cases that you're discussing about patients for certain treatments, blogs, and all kinds of educational material, it is quite possible that the patients are going to get to your website through those pages and not through the homepage. So you want to make sure that those pages are not only well written to drive the traffic to them and be listed by Google as very credible for that type of information, but you also want to capitalize on the people who are actually reading that and potentially get them to reach out or submit their information. So you don't want to miss out on any opportunity for the website that's coming through to you.
Exactly. Thanks for mentioning, Alex. Another thing that I wanted to mention about website and domain and hosting is that domain is the asset of your business. So as much as you get more view, your website going well, and all of this gonna be happen to your domain, so the asset of your business gonna be more worth. So think like that much. So that is the reason we always mention that website is very important for your business, very important than anything else, but they are all important, but website is more important. Okay, let's go talk about social media one. uh, Free visibility where patients already scroll. Nowadays, especially nowadays, we are all on Instagram, we are all on Facebook, Twitter, or this kind of social medias, which is that all of them are important, and you get new patients based on them. Why they are important? Because it's more, uh, can make more relation to your business, and that is why. Over 50% of new patients check a clinic's Facebook or Instagram before calling. Regular post signal and active, trustworthy practice. As you can see, I just put it 5 Instagram pages. It doesn't mean all of them are great, but we want to talk about them. So the top left is the same for Skyview Dental Clinic. As you can see, so they post all the pictures on the website, same as they usually post all the updates and everything on their social media. And their social media has contact button, which is really good. The other one, Places Dental, it has a call option. So call option for the dental clinic is very important because they can calling you, they can just talk to you, they can messaging you, and call option is so important for you. Turn followers into referrals. Simple before and after photos, as you can see on Places Dental has that a staff spotlight. So which one has a staff one? Yes, True North Dental has a staff one, and also the promotions that, for example, clinic pin code has the promotions and is pinned on top. So anybody come to the pages at the first, you see that okay, so it has some promotion. Why not? And pre-appointment tips get shared, so extending your reach to friends of patients at zero cost. so far, anything we've mentioned you, they are all free of charge. They are all free of charge. Just need a time to get active on that one. And one of the good and most important one is that again I want to mention you is the one tap booking from the feed. The call now button or book now button is very important. Clinics see up to 20% more appointment just from organic traffic. So please always add your call now button or book now button on your Instagram page and Facebook. Alex, do you want to add in?
I wanted to add, I said, Ben is saying that it's free to use social media, and he's right. In general, you don't have to really pay to be there, but to keep things realistic and grounded, social media is like a pet. You have to take care of it, you have to feed it. So at the end of the day, it is free. You don't have to pay extra. However, you do have to invest time and some mental capacity of creativity, and some additional time to review your competition. What are they doing on social media? Try to find your niche and invest time on actually doing videos with many takes and someone who needs to edit them so they look nice. So social media, yeah, you can post, the occasional, yeah, I brought some donuts for my reception staff, no problem, and it's great, and it's a good touchy feely post and everything. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for an Invisalign transformation, some veneers or teeth whitening, all of those require some, not, I wouldn't say professional editing, because now there's tools that are able to do it very nicely and put it together for social media, but it still requires time and creativity to do. So it is free, but if you rescue a cat, it's also free. But then to make sure the cat actually lives and thrives is still a lot of work, and you have to feed it and bathe it, and you have to take care of it. And social media is like that. And I think if you want to invest, then you can start. But once you start, you have to keep doing it. Otherwise, it's not as effective in a return for your clinic as you might think. But I just wanted to add that.
Thank you for mentioning, Alex. Exactly. So, one of the most important on the social media is consistency. Consistency is really important for your social media. You have to find which date or which days and what time you have to post to get more view, to get more follower. And usually, working with these kind of things, it takes your time. And it's just you have to plan what I wanted to post next month. But what I mean is that setting them up, and exactly Alex was right. So just okay, 2 days tip, that's all. Yeah, posting them are free to post. You can post it, or at least you can a bit organize your social media, organizing them. So add the contact, add the call now button, make sure that the name of your page is similar as the name of the Google business profile. Your phone number that you put it here is same as the phone number you have on your Google business profile. At least on the organizing side, you can do this by yourself. So yeah, that is the thing. Let's go through. Oh, one of the most important thing that I wanted to mention you is that, as you can see, for example, McGregor Dental or Pincourt, these two has its own made the post based on the branding of their color. So as you can see on the McGregor, all the post has a yellow line under each post, and all of them has a logo at the top right. Same as Plessis Dental Bet, Pincourt exactly has all of them with the same color of the brand. These kind of things are really important. You should be a bit careful about that. Okay, so as we mentioned on our email also that we sent you all, we have a quick win checklist. And at the end of
Sorry,
the
Ben. Just
yes,
sorry to interrupt.
no worries.
Um, I know you mentioned the theme of the post, and I think it's very, very important to mention to people is the way that your website is branded should be as close as possible to how your clinic is designed, the colors in particular. Because imagine you have a blue and yellow or blue and gold social media and logo and everything, and then people arrive at your clinic and your clinic is painted in green. That would be an inconsistent experience, but it happens quite a lot, unfortunately, in clinics. Right? They invest in a website, but they forget that the website is just an extension of their actual business. So to keep that consistent is very important, and the same goes for the social media. The idea of marketing is repetition with a consistent experience, whether it's the entrance to your clinic physical or the entrance to your clinic virtual on the website or any social media page. It is your business, so it should look exactly the same as your actual business. So that's really important point that I feel a lot of people forget. Sometimes they want to refresh some of the colors, refresh some of the furniture, and then it changes the experience overall and the color and how it plays into the patient's perspective and perception. So what happens is they forget to make the equivalent changes on the website and on the social media and on their posts. So you have to keep that in mind and make sure that it's all consistent.
Exactly. So branding is really good for any businesses. Any businesses after some years, if you decided to rebrand your business, it's awesome. Do this. But on the other side, you have to be make sure that once you just change the color of your brand, change the color, a style, and theme of everywhere. Google Business Profile, social media, website, everywhere needs to be changed by them. Uh, Especially when you just buy a old clinic, old dental clinic, and you want to change a logo, you want to change a full color, make sure that it's consistent everywhere. Okay, let's go through this checklist. Uh, After the webinar, if anybody interested to just down the checklist, I can just send it as a PDF file of the checklist, printable file, and you can use it because it's really important and helping your business a lot. The first one is that you have to right now, after all of this talking and about this thing and all of this information, first and the most important step is that you have to know where you stand right now. What is that means? For example, search a dentist near me as an incognito window and just record your current ranking. See that am I in the first page? Am I in the second page? If I'm on the first page, which position I am? The second one, run the same search on mobile. Make sure that you also visible on the mobile screen. It's very important. Make sure about that. The third one is estimate missed revenue. Every month that you are not on the first page, approximately 17,000 you lost in the production for a 4-up clinic. So you can estimate it on that one. The second point, findability tweaks. Make sure your Google business profile is active and running well. Well. Claim and verify your Google business profile. Make sure your Google business profile is yours, is claimed under your name. You have access to this. The second, you should be make sure fill 100% of fields, services, hours, picture, Q&A, everything. Photos, especially make sure that these photos are real and also take a picture of your photo, put it there. Add an appointment or call button inside the Google business profile. Make sure if you have an online booking, make sure that it's linked to your Google business profile. Make sure that your numbers are correct. Make sure your hours are correct. Ask every happy patient for a Google review and reply them. Either if it's a bad review or good review, doesn't matter. Reply within 48 hours. That it just shows to the Google that you are active, and make sure you're doing that. Check that name, address, and phone number matches to your website and directory. So make sure that you have a consistency of the contact information all in all online visible things that you have, like your website, social media, if you have, don't know, X, if you have the uh, other social media like LinkedIn, make sure these are all same. Website tweaks. So 24/7 patient generator, as what we talk about it. Okay, so on your website, make sure that it's just run, you can run the page speed inside and make sure that it shows your website in a below 3 seconds. So that is the first thing and the most important one. The second one, install a sticky book now or call now bar. Either if you do not have the online appointment link, you can, there is lots of applications or plugins in the back that you can work for it and add your call now button on the on your website. So make sure at least you have that. Third, ensure every service page title equal to city plus service clinic name. So that is usually go for the SEO side, but we always recommending you to do that. Add a short about our clinic and a picture of your team that you are always happy and welcoming team. Four, social media tweaks. Set up or refresh Facebook and Instagram profiles, upload logo, hours, make sure same as Google business profile information, make sure these information are same and consistent. Make sure about that. Publish at least two posts per week, before after, staff spotlight, quick tip, and this kind of thing. Active the native call or book action button on both profiles, as what I show you on the Instagram pages. Make sure that you have the action button on your Instagram page. It's very helpful. Reply to every comment or direct message within 24 hours. Show you are active and caring. Usually, businesses do not reply to their comments. Usually. But we always suggesting you to reply that, because replying same as people calling you or asking you a question, same as that one. It's very help you, and it shows the, first of all, show the patient, and also shows to Google and Meta that you care about your profile, which is very important. And it brings all of these tweaks, brings the position on for you on the Meta and on the Google a bit higher. So that is the thing. Measure and adjust. After all of this, you can track your calls, form fields weekly, look for lift after each tweak. And the second thing is that repeat the incognito dentist near me. Repeat it at least every week once. So just make sure that if anything happened to your ranking, you're just going higher, you're going below. Make sure that you have and track all of this. So
There's a few things that I wanted to add here. Yeah, if you can go back to the slide a bit. So basically, um, the incognito search for dentist near me is extremely important, as Ben said. I actually recommend not doing it from your clinic location. You should probably go to the neighborhoods where you want to be known for, and run the incognito from your mobile there. Also, if there are any industrial areas or commercial areas specifically where lots of people are working at, I would also run those searches from there. That gives you a more accurate understanding of how you rank and are you actually at the top and top of mind for those searches. It's probably as accurate as you can get. The other thing is I wanted to, you know, not talking about digital marketing for a second, but just talking about regular marketing. I know that most clinicians and most people who work in the clinic typically enter the clinic from the back door. I want you to do an exercise, and once a month, actually enter from the front door. Enter there, sit in the chairs in the waiting room, so you can experience what your patient experiences. A lot of times, people don't do it, and they just go from the back. They go to their office. Everything is fine. Just experience it as if you are a new patient or an existing patient. See if it's good. See if the chairs are comfortable. See if you can overhear or all kinds of conversations that other patients are having with the front team. Imagine what risks that carry. Those exercises are extremely important and are rarely done by anyone in clinic. The other thing that I wanted to mention also is, Ben has a point here. Is on item number one is the third point. It's about $17,000 in lost production for our clinic. Um, the reality is that a lot of patients are looking for a dentist, and yes, some of them would switch dentists based on word of mouth. Whether they have dinner and drinks with a friend, and they are in need of a dentist, so they would ask for sure, and they would follow that recommendation because they value that more than any Google search for sure. But the reality is that we know how many people in your area are looking for either a new dentist or a dentist that can perform certain treatments. There's a search volume. Uh, these are things that are measurable based on how many patients actually are looking for these things. And once you know that, based on the percentages that Ben showed, um, you know, these are real numbers. If you are not in the top three results, you are missing out on all of these patients without even knowing. And I know that specifically in our competitive uh, reality nowadays, with everything is more expensive and patients are not really as loyal as they used to be. Everyone's looking for those patients that fit that type of criteria that they're looking for. Patients who value great, good treatment, good service, a team that cares about the patient, not just the clinical side, also their economical side, their family. All of these things are extremely important. So I wanted to mention that as well. Um, the last thing that I wanted to mention, though, is when you are reviewing everything that you have on the online presence, there are a lot of things to consider. If you're looking at just comparing the name, address, and phone component, if you're doing this very thoroughly, that can take you at least 1 hour just to evaluate. And then by the time you identify the issues and you're actually figuring out who you need to reach out to and how to fix that, that can take you follow-ups of weeks, if not months. So that is just one small component. So take into consideration that you need this to be done by a professional that can actually use tools, find that better or faster, and get that done for you once and for all, but also monitor this as the time goes. The other thing is, and Ben mentioned a little bit about that, is the your domain, um, your website, and everything is part of the assets of your business. It is crucial that you maintain control over it. It has to be your account. Credentials are known only to you, and you can point the various things to various places, but you have to maintain control. Um, Providing any marketing company or any vendor complete control over your domain is as if you're giving the keys to your business physical location to someone else. Um, we've seen countless times where these vendors are holding clinics hostage for their domain. And I urge you to review and make sure that you have the credentials and change the password if you even think that anyone has passwords to where you store your domain. Because The amount of stress uh, that you can go through while trying to obtain back what is actually yours is tremendous, and it's not worth the hassle. So that those are the things that I wanted to mention. And we do have a question, so I'll let Ben answer that. But basically, the question is, what are your thoughts on print marketing? When is it a good time to do it for dental clinic?
Yeah, okay. So what are your thoughts on the printing? Okay, so far as what we talk, we are all just talking about a digital marketing. 100% we have another marketing, which is the word of mouth, print, flyer distribution, business cards, and this kind of thing, collaboration with other businesses. But we cannot say when is the best time or the good time. It is really depends on your business, your geographical place, your history of the marketing, so what you did before, what is your vision, who wants to attract more patients. So if your business in a geographical place whose the age range is about 20 to 30 years old, we never recommending you to go for a flyer distribution. We always recommend you, okay, go for a meta ad, go for the social media, and go for a Google. So that is the thing. We cannot say that this is the really good time for flyer distribution. But yes, based on the tools that we have, we always, first of all, the first step of any marketing is that we have to analyze your business. We have to analyze your geographical place of your business. And based on that, we give you the strategy of the marketing, what is the best you can do. Alex, do you want to add anything on it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that all marketing is good. It just depends on what is the location, as Ben said. Urban areas, ones with lots of population, everything works. A billboard works if you have the right message. A radio ad works if you have the right message. Just saying, hey, I'm a dental clinic, we're a family oriented clinic doing all the treatment, don't waste your money. If you have something specific that you want to promote for your clinic, something that most of the clinics in your area are not doing, then it's worth doing and you will see the return. But as anything in marketing, it's an investment. You have to measure it and see if it's actually resulting in something and then keep it. Or if it's not resulting in something, just kill it. Just stop doing it. You can play around with it. It's an investment. You have to put in money. Most of it will fail. Some of it will succeed. And then you will get the experience of knowing what works for your clinic in that area that you can replicate and scale. So that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, exactly. So another question come up, how do you achieve success in digital marketing and what parameters do you use to obtain ROI? Okay, so first of all, I wanted to mention about ROI is that no one can guarantee ROI. Nobody. If any marketing agency mentioning you, based on this plan that we give you, end of every month you're gonna get 50 new patient, you cannot promise to anything, because marketing is just like that. You're doing something, and based on that you're gonna get some feedback, then you have to change, then you have to test. But we have a tools, we have lots of tools to check how many people knocking the door. That is the thing. And also on the marketing side, we're always helping you to present your business to others until they just come to the door, knock the door. Hey, I wanted to take an appointment or to want to book an appointment. But on the time that the patient step into the business, step into the clinic, the rest is what is your operations. That is the reason we always mention that the operation in your clinic should be aligned with the marketing. That is the most important thing. But yes, we have a Google Analytics, we have lots of meta analytics, We have all of this. We also have our own portal to check that how many people visiting your website, which keywords are going to be better for your website. We have our own tools to use, and every end of the month we give you the analytics pages and the portals for you to check it out.
I wanted to add to what Ben is saying. So, you have services, marketing services, such as Open Care, that would directly provide patients to you. I have not seen a lot of offices that actually benefit from Open Care. Yes, the patients are coming for the one time, and you do pay $250 for it, uh, 50 to 70 of which goes to the patient. So it's like buying leads. But most of those patients are not coming back, and they're waiting the 6 or 9 months, whatever the terms are in the location, and then they're going to the next dentist just so they can get those $50 back. I'm not saying open care is bad. I'm just saying that you have to take it with a grain of salt and make sure that you understand that you know you might see an influx of patients, but dentistry is a game of repetition and over time. So you want them to come back for the recare. They want them to appreciate the level of care that you're providing, and you have to just make sure you go into it with your eyes open. The other thing is you also would have instances where you would give some sort of a code, a coupon code or something that would allow you to track the leads so you are able to measure. And you also have to take that also with a grain of salt because, yes, they might have come to you with a flyer that has that particular code so you can associate the lead uh, to that flyer. But in essence, if they saw you multiple times on a billboard as they're standing in traffic, plus they got a lot of your social media ads, and then all of a sudden they get a flyer, that might be what tipped the scale for them to actually come. But you cannot attribute the whole thing just to that flyer unless that's the only thing that you do in marketing. So you have to look at that as a holistic approach. Marketing is repetition over time, and you have to do repetition in a variety of outlets and in a variety of communication channels to actually see if you can get uh, that action to be taken. So I think that that is what I would add to that. But you have to measure everything, but also take it with a grain of salt and incorporate that into the overall strategy and measurement of overall all of the things that you are doing in marketing.
Exactly. Another question, what's a typical time period to see results once digital marketing is plan is implemented? Okay, right, so far we talk about just the basic and the infrastructure of any online visibility. We have lots of services for marketing, for digital marketing. We have SEO, we have Google Ads, Meta Ads, we have social media. So we have all of these, and all of these are different. We cannot telling you, okay, once you start, after 3 months, you're gonna get this much new patient. No, it's not been like that. But we always estimated that. For example, for SEO, we always mentioning you that for the SEO, once you started, it should get about 6 months, approximately 6 to 9 months, something like that. Depends on many things, but it's gonna get this much time to show the result. But why SEO is being like that? Because of the many other things that in the next webinars I will talk more about SEO. For the Google Ads, we always suggesting you, yes, you can start a Google Ads and it will show you the result in the about 3 months, 2 months, 3 months. And these also depends on how much you want to spend on Google advertisement. So every service, every marketing service is depends on many things. So we cannot exactly mention you. If your clinic is rural, so 100% it takes more time to show the results. If your business is on, I don't know, somewhere that is more young generation, so it's gonna get less time to show the result. It really depends on the place, your business, and other things.
Yeah, 100%. I think every time that you work with a marketing company, they have to do an assessment of what the current state is, create a recommendation for one or multiple services, and then present to you how would you measure each service independently, but also as a holistic marketing system that is working for you. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. And with that, as we're coming to the end of the 1 hour, I do want to launch this little poll just so we are able to collect the responses from you. If you do want us to perform an audit for your entire online presence and send over a report, please do make the selection. We do not really want to harass people who are not interested in us doing any work. We also don't want to do any work that doesn't create value. So if you do want to have us, look at everything you have for the online presence, please do select yes, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to leave the voting open for now, and yeah, Ben, if you have anything to add as
No,
we
I just wanted
wrapping up.
to just thank you. Thanks everybody for joining, and hope to just we go through together for the marketing services for your business. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
Perfect, fantastic. Thank you
All right.
very much, everyone. Again, you can always reach out to us if you are interested in having a conversation. But until then, the most important part, just look at the stuff that you have right now. Make sure everything is consistent and it communicates the message that you want of your services, of your culture, and the patients that you want to treat. And if that works, then you should see the results. So again,
Exactly.
thank you everyone here for joining us tonight, and hopefully we will see you soon at our next webinar.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.